Hello, namaste everyone. I hope you guys are doing great. Today's video is going to be about the Muhurat chart for the Jupiter transit. Since I'm going to make the videos for each and every zodiac sign, I thought that why not to first make a video with the Muhurat chart. Some of you would ask this question that why Muhurat chart is important. I will answer that. But before that, if you guys are new to my channel, please subscribe to my channel and hit the bell icon so as to get regular updates. Also, if you would like to have your personal readings, you can check out the link below www.anmollastrology.com. Under the readings and unique reading section, you can book a personal reading for yourself. Also, now courses are available under the courses section, and you can purchase your online course. You will get proper assistance via email, and if you would want to schedule a Zoom call for your doubt session, you can also do that with me. Okay, so let's get started. So the importance of Muhurta chart is that this chart is going to tell us the theme of that particular transit. Like now, Jupiter is there for almost 1 year, and it is going to transit from three different nakshatras in the sign of Gemini. This Muhurta chart is going to tell us what theme, apart from the placement and apart from wherever your Jupiter is coming, whatsoever planet it is coming upon, apart from all of this, this is going to be a common theme which every one of us is going to be experiencing, as in the background. It is the theme that is playing out in the background, and then the further considerations based on our zodiac sign, our ascendant, our moon sign, those are the things which are playing and giving the performance in the front. Okay, so that's why it's important to know about the Muhurat chart. And this is Muhurat, Muhurat chart is always calculated on the basis of when the transit is happening. Now, you can be living in any part of the world, but since I am interpreting this results in front of you, I am conveying the results in front of you. That's why I am going to take the time and location of the transit at my place where I am. Okay, so that will be the Muhurat chart for this particular transit, and I am going to be the one to convey the message, right? So let's just start. I will share my screen. So at the time this Jupiter is transiting in the sign of Gemini, we have Sagittarius ascendant or Sagittarius rising. Now, this means that the theme of this transit of Jupiter is to be associated with this Sagittarius ascendant and with all the other placements that we can see here. But our focus has to be solely on Jupiter and its dispositor. Okay, so we have to focus on this Jupiter and we have to focus the placement of its dispositor. We have Jupiter in the seventh house. It is the lord of the first and it is lord of the fourth house. So it is kind of yoga karka for this ascendant because Jupiter becomes a very, very important planet. Now, this particular chart shows us the karma or the theme that this Jupiter's placement is going to have. So, if you want to know about the meaning of what this Jupiter is going to do in the sign of Gemini, I'm going to attach the link of the video below. You can first watch that. So Jupiter actually, when comes to in the sign of Gemini, it's a very, very flexible Jupiter because Jupiter is a guru. Jupiter is a hard task master. But with Gemini, he is very flexible with his approach. He is a person, or the energy that we can see here is about exploring, trying different things, right? So, first of all, let's discuss it in the matter of love and relationships, because most prominently, this chart is showing me the association with partnerships, love encounters, contracts, and also public recognition or public interactions, because the first lord is going into the seventh house. Now, since this Jupiter is entering into the nakshatra of Mrigashira, it means that this Jupiter, we, all of us will start gathering our opportunities from a distance. Every one of us would be looking towards opportunities, looking towards exploration, and looking towards fulfilling our curiosity with our knowledge. And that we are going to take from a distant place, because the first lord is going to the seventh house. So that is going to be our collective approach towards this transit. Now, since the first lord is in the seventh house, this is Jupiter, right? And this is in the sign of Gemini. It expands our energy with public interaction, with partnerships, with love encounters, and with any sort of contracts. The Lord of this house is going in the fifth house with an exalted sun. So at the same time, we have that confidence, we have that sharpness, we have that planning, we have that courage and action, right? So this simply means, in the context of love and relationships, this means that this Jupiter is going to bless relationships, unhealed relationships, or blocked relationships with its blessings. It is going to bless. It is going to give us responsibilities of communications. So, any of you who has been experiencing problems with communication, like for example, you are not, you and your spouse maybe, or you or your partner, you're not having a healthy communication in between you guys, and because of that there has been misunderstandings. Now one of you is going to resolve that matter with a sorted, I won't say rather sorted, but a very philosophical and wisdom oriented approach towards communication. So this time is all about taking action. This time is all about constructing a communication between partnerships and making forever bonds, making stable bonds, making long-term bonds. Because, see, Sagittarius is all about first targeting their goals and then hitting the bow and arrow and completing or accomplishing their goals. So right now, the goal of this sign of Sagittarius is about connecting with people, is about discussing with people, communicating with people, interacting with people on a whole level, and balancing their relationship, and even bringing in innovations within relationships. And also, it is, we'll come to the career part, but with love and relationships specifically, it's a confident time. If someone in your life has been that way, that they are ghosting you, they're not communicating, they're not owning their self, they are not owning their actions, now you will see them owning it. Although we do have this Rahu, Saturn, and Venus in the fourth house, and that is kind of a negative cluster within the fourth house. But this talks about that even though anything is happening in the life, we are here to heal. The healing will not come in easily, but whatsoever has happened in the past, now we have rebelled. We have become against what the society wanted or what was the designated path that was given to us. Now we have rebelled that, and now we have healed ourselves from the old competitive and repetitive patterns. Now, this is what this is showing. So there's a heavy dominance of water sign. See, these three planets, then Mars debilitated and exchanging places with a debilitated moon. So both of them are exchanging places. We have Mars debilitated, we have moon debilitated. And that is the transition which is happening, sorry, between the 8th and the 12th house. Now, what do you feel? What is it creating? It is creating a Rashi Parivartan Yog, and also it is creating a Neech Bhang Raj Yog. This simply tells that we are now getting out of that emotional frustration. We are getting out of a very traumatic experience, very frustrative experience, and now we are going to bloom. We are going to help ourselves. Now, Jupiter being in the sign of Gemini discusses about it's like a there's a line I can remember with it. God help those who help themselves. And that is what exactly this Jupiter is showing in the nakshatra of Mrigashira towards the Gemini side in the seventh house. See, it is going to give its blessing. Definitely, Jupiter is a planet of blessing. Along with that, it brings in responsibility. So, if you know that this responsibility is going to give you something, if suppose you know if I'm working hard I will be able to get a promotion, then the working hard would not be the be something which you will be uncomfortable with. You'll be definitely comfortable with the with that, hard work, right? Because you are getting the results for it. That's what this Jupiter is going to do. It is going to give you that, ability to work hard, give you responsibility over your shoulders, but also along with that, it is going to give you blessings, right? So, in terms of love and relationships, it's like that now, because of whatever happened in the past, or because of whatever happened with the past alignments, past battles, now we are slowly and steadily emerging out of it by transforming ourselves into a very emotional, and we are transforming ourselves from the inside, from our internal self. So we are now healing and working towards action. That's what this exalted sun with Mercury creating a Buddhi Aditya Yoga in the fifth house is showing. So, one thing more. Now, let's talk about finances and career. So, in terms of finances and career, it will give you better opportunities of investments. Since Jupiter is in a calculative sign, Gemini, yes, because of the Mercury's influence, it is also a calculative sign. It's not just Virgo, which is calculative, Gemini is calculative as well. Okay, it's just that Geminis are have that duality, right? So they are calculative, that might not be upfront, but Virgos, they are blunt, they are cunning, they are on the face. So that's why they just talk on the face. If they are calculative, they'll just say that on your face and they'll be very practical with you. But this is an air sign. This Jupiter definitely involves collaborations. This Jupiter is telling there are going to be collaborations for learning, teaching, and for innovations related to technology. This also means that we will be hearing more about communication, social media, collaborations between renowned companies and between, renowned political alliances in the coming time period in this transit of Jupiter. Along with that, it also shows that very people do have the confidence now towards bringing this change into this world. People do have confidence to do things now because now you have transformed. You have changed your older ways. So there will be new ways of investments, new ways of collaborations, new ways of technology, and new ways of innovations now. And then this Jupiter in the seventh house, and Mercury being the 10th lord and the seventh lord being in the fifth house, Sun getting conjunct there in the ninth house, this gives a very fruitful result out of the collaborations, and it makes us independent, confident with our endeavors. So, this is the best time to initiate any sort of investments you want to do, any sort of startups you want to make, any sort of creative endeavors you want to do. This is the best time to start something, come into movement, because Ashwini Nakshatra, where Mercury is, it's all about movement. It's all about travel, not just travel with, you going from one place to another, but it is also about movement in your tasks. It's an organized planning way for you to go ahead with your endeavors. Of course, we have a debilitated moon, so emotionally, you might feel skeptical. You might feel like isolated, like you would feel that need and energy to research on your subjects and then only move to the action. But definitely, it promises a good result out of that. So even though you are tensed, even though you are fearful, whether you are fearful about going into a relationship, whether you are fearful of pursuing a relationship, pursuing a contract, or deciding on going into a startup, leaving your job and doing something by yourself with your talent, this is the time for you. I think it's good to be fearful, because that drives you, that acts as an indirect motivation for you to perfect yourself and then move ahead. So I think that is what these planets are telling. But it's a time full of opportunities. It's a time full of what? I will tell you. Victory. Oh, sorry. Victory. Oh, I don't know why this happened. Okay. Here, victory. Because this is Uttara Ashar, the invincible one, or the invincible star. So why not? Okay, so guys, that was my analysis about the Muhurat chart for Jupiter's transit. Now, I think after going through the energy of Taurus, right? Now Jupiter is much more flexible. It's not about war battles, it's not about fights anymore, but it is about bringing in changes, good changes, right? And also, it's about diplomacy. It's about you doing things in a very comfortable manner. So I think this is something positive that is coming around. See, Jupiter in the sign of Mercury, definitely there is a bit of tug of war that goes around with that. But remember, Mercury Mercury never harms any planet. Mercury is a prince charming who is in the favorites of everyone. He does not want to be the bad person for anyone. So that's why Mercury is going to give the horizon and help with the expansion of Jupiter. Okay, so be responsible, look into your morals, take your ethics and morals along with you. Only then this Jupiter will bless you with things that you can't even imagine, right? But definitely keep a check on your communication. Do not be a Mercury, but be a Jupiter this time, and be mature with your communication. Be mindful of your communication and your actions so that you don't end up hurting anyone. Okay, guys, so this was my analysis, and I will see you very soon with the videos for each and every zodiac sign. Okay, bye-bye. Take care.